Yeah, it's basically just going to be a career mode from the start to the finish. Got my own game face in it, so I've got everything ready to sort of go with that. I'm pretty good at the game anyway. I've been training with some people. um, but I've got my knowledge about the UFC as well. So it's a general game where people can get interested from that point of view. It's a general game where people who are just into gaming can get into as well. So it's just why I'm doing it. Um, I'm not a massive fan of EA as a company, but there we go. But, just do this first, and I've had a look. From the YouTubers that I watch, not many people have done a UFC career mode. I know some people do WWE career modes or WWF career modes or whatever you want to do, but I mean, I'm kind of past that. I still got an interest there, but the games are just terrible. So, I'm going to shoot this episode, just do the commentary. Might do an episode where I do a face cam one later, so I can analyse the footage of that as well. Hopefully go through it with Carly at some point, and let you know. Yeah, basically that's about it. I'm listening to some music at the moment, by the way. It's just coming through my headphones. Um, it's something that I could use, but I am going to ask the actual artist permission first, and it will work quite well with me sort of listening to it while going through the menu music, and just I don't have to hear the crappy, shitty shit that comes off the EA games these days anyway. But yeah, I know the artist of the songs I'm listening to at the moment. I'm going to ask him if it's possible to have this overlaid over the top of the menus and stuff like that, and then just have the game commentary on when it comes on. So yeah, that's the basic idea of the career mode. I'll get more into what I'm actually going to do on the career mode itself, how I'm going to play it, when I actually commence this episode in like a few moments. So, and it's just a test. It's not putting too much pressure on it. If I know I've got some things to work on already. I've got ears and butts and nans, so basically my dad's speech to work on. But yeah, I'll I'll just do the best I can with it. Cheers. Right, I think I'm about ready. So I'm going to go in just a few moments. The game footage is recording as well, so it'll just be my commentary over it, as I said. So yeah, this is the last time you'll hear me not doing just normal talking tos. 5, 4, 3. So this is my UFC career mode that I've just got going on here at the moment. Basically, I'm a little bit way through this one at the moment, but I am trying to. Basically, I'm just showing you from what I can do from the menu screen here. So basically, I've got a rival at the moment. I've just lost to him, so I'm 10-2. My record is. I'm currently a prospect, so this will be like later on in the series, I guess. I want to bulk record so I can get to this sort of points maybe in one day. May even try do a first episode after this and see how it goes. But yeah, so I've got my upcoming fight, which is with here we go. So right. Right, so we've got this section, which is the up-and-coming fights. Here we've got my rival here, which is Jan Blachowicz. He just beat me in a 3-round fight, which was really sort of a bit annoyed about, but we'll get there. So we've got my fight info as well. So we want fighting next. I've got to build a fight. Got 3 fights to go before I fight Jan Blachowicz again. So anytime I do lose, I will just carry on with how it goes. I have been restarting here and training a little bit, but I've got here. My stats are pretty good at the moment, pretty decent for my next fight. And you get to train all the time as well. So the idea of the game basically is you want to get to GOAT status, which is greatest of all time. So at the moment, here I've got like the 6 out of 13 knockouts, which I need to get to, win that performance record item there. Same with finishes and all that other stuff there. You've got your career earnings, your social media followers, which is shown in the top right hand corner there as well. So it's good. It's a little bit quite in depth with this. You can see your rank. So at the moment, I'm currently unranked. At the moment, I am 10-2. But what the idea is to basically choose your weight class, design your character. I get my game face into this as well, which is pretty cool. First time I've actually tried to do something like that and it's worked, so I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, we've got Jan Blachowicz is the sort of lowest ranked person in the actual division who's actually ranked, and he's my next target. So I've got 3 fights to build myself up, the 3rd fight being my rival Jan Blachowicz. It's got little cool videos in here as well when you get to different levels, and you've got like little interactions with your rival and everything. So it's simplistic, and you still do get to do little trading mini games here and there, which I'll get into in just a second. But I mean, I was always an avid fan of UFC Undisputed, but I've started playing this more recently, and I've got to say, like, it's so much more a real fighting simulator. Like, it is so good when you actually learn the controls properly for once. And the idea for this is to get up to Anthony Johnson, who is the current light heavyweight champion. It may not be down the line, it may be somebody here. And my idea is, I mean, that's already changed, because for me last time I saw it was Gustafsson in second. Now Gustafsson is somebody I do like. I do think he should have won the first fight against Jon Jones. Not taking anything away from Jon Jones' career, because he is amazing. He's a great fighter. There's other things there that we may not mention, but he is a great fighter. Nothing away from him. It's just, I believe in that fight, Gustafsson. The very first fight, Gustafsson won. Just like I'll still maintain that Johnny Hendricks beats Georges St. Pierre. But there we go. I like St. Pierre as a guy. I think he's a nice guy, what he does, but he lost that fight. Anyway, so yeah, we've got Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier, which, he will always glance over to there at some point, I'm guessing. And I know you can go for 2 division titles and stuff. You can do all this thing later on in the career. It's all to do with the GOAT status, the greatest of all time. And, it's all that sort of stuff. So you got your fight history, you can edit your appearance and your moves. I'll just quickly go onto here for you, just so you can see what I've done. I don't want to go through the creation when I start it, just because I've already got him there, so I just might as well just show him that like I'm showing you now. So this is my game face. This is what I've designed. I look nothing like that, by the way, at the moment. Nothing like that at all. However, my face is pretty spot on, I'd say, here and there. But yeah, there we go. Now I do have some tattoos. I don't have that many tattoos. It is what I want though. And the back tattoos, but different designs. The chest tattoo does sort of similarly get matched to me, but mine's a coat of arms, so, you know, that's where it is. Anyway, so I'm ready now. So I don't want to. I don't need to. I'll just say the changes anyway, even though there was none. And we'll go back onto there. It's good to look at the career tips there as well, because it always gives you little bits of information that you can see, and it does help you if you play it into your game, like it really does. So as you can see at the moment, we're a prospect. You do start from you do start from the bottom one, when say the bottom of your parents' basement. That is the first training room that you go into. But we'll just go on to upcoming fight here. So I'm into week 3 of this training at the moment. So you can train and you just get your attributes up. You can learn different moves to add into your game, which I've got quite a few. So I've already done my learning for this fight here. You promote it, which I always tend to do at the start. And then you can spar. It's great to spar maybe this week, maybe week 3. So for week 5's the fight, then you want to be in peak physical condition. So I need to get that up here. I'll promote the fight next week because I don't need to do that at the moment, I don't think. So we've got 20 points to train with before we spar. You normally get 100, but I'm already midway through this. And with the Dutch Striker team, I'll go more about into the training gyms and who's fighting there and everything like that when I can. But yeah, so in the moment I'm just focused on like what's going on here. So got a bit of wear and tear there. Like strength's gone down a little bit due to training. You got this deterioration, and you've got to sort of use the balance of what you're training and what you do, and it's really quite in depth. It's good. So here I'm trying to work on my grappling a bit more, to be honest with you. So I'm going to find a 20. There we go. Takedown offense and submission defense. Work on my grappling a bit. That's where I need to build up a bit more at the moment. My stamina's good, my health's good, my striking's good. It's always something that gets left behind sometimes, grappling though is, and I'm bad for it on here as well. So, it's and this is great when you go to spar. So you spar with your trainer, you just sparring partner, sorry, and then they mimic who you're gonna fight, and it gives you tips and points like this. So it'll look for hooks to determine movements. So instantly for me thinking, I'm going to just take him down. I'm going to think I'm going to take him down and finish it with elbows. That's my prediction for the fight right there. But we'll go to the sparring, and it'll give me, if I do well on the sparring, it'll give me another tip and trick to get into that mindset. So we're fighting here with my sparring partner. It gives you a little game plan in the bottom right hand corner there, and it's all good. It gives you information how to do things. Sometimes it still can be a little difficult if you are new to the game, but I've been playing this for a little while now, on and off, so I do know my way around it a little bit. Just going to pause this music here while I do these sort of things, because I think it's good to focus on the actual game music and what's going on. I'm just going to use the music here as the menu music, if it's okay with the person whose music it is, and then we'll see. But yeah, so you press X to continue, of course, and it still keeps that in the corner to keep your eye on it. So you can just try and time your punches, try and time your kicks, just do a little sparring session, and then if I'm going to try and take him down like I said, and not fight with him, get up, and then elbows, boom, boom, go for the stomach if he's protecting too much, then go, there you go, I'll take his stamina down, hit him in the stomach, and then it'll stop protecting his head. Make sure you rest. Posture up again. Go for the elbow if you can. If you missed it, it's fine. Posture up. You might look like you're getting beat up on the ground, but honestly, do not worry about it. You know what I mean? Elbows. And then go for a head kick just at the end. Oh, he's missed it, but he's good. Or go for a Superman punch. Let it go out a bit. He's scared of you on the ground, so he needs to be scared of you standing. Boom. You know what I mean? He's been hit by a spinning back fist. I've got a spinning back fist in my arsenal that I use quite regularly. It's great. Moving roundhouse kicks, sound, and a combo that. Right, so you can miss a forward moving roundhouse kick and combo that miss with a spinning back fist. So if I feint or I miss with a roundhouse kick and then go in with a spinning back fist or something like that, I'll keep him away with me Superman punches and keep me distance and go for the takedown if I can. But that's about it, I think. I think I've got this fight on lockdown, to be honest with you. I'm in peak fitness a week before the fight as well, so now I can train a bit harder and your stats will go up a bit faster. So it's all that sort of idea, you know. It's quite in depth, and you look at it from a logical, statistical point of view. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're in the last week of training here. So the first thing I want to do is hype the hype the fight. You know, just a little spend on it, and you get you get a lot of things. You get more social media followers, so you can advance in your career faster, more money, and all that sort of stuff. So it's quite good to sort of know this side of the game and still promote your fight, because if you don't, then you'll struggle to get the fights that you want as quickly as you want if you wanted to, bump up your sort of hype and your social media following, basically. So I've already done that this month. Now I just did predict the fight with elbows to the head within round 1 or 2, I'd say. So that's what we're gonna do. By knockout. Oh, shall I go for round 1? I'm gonna go for round 1. Okay. So and then it comes up in a little shot screen, like a little message at the top. It ends in the KO first round. Boom. That's nothing like me, by the way, but you've got to play the game as you would, you've got to play the game as you would. So here we go. So we wanted grappling. That's what we wanted at first. So we want grappling again, and we still want the same stance there. That's great. So we're still in peak fitness. It goes up. Pure wrestling class. Let's do some of that. It's grappling and health. Boom. So my peak fitness is getting higher, and I didn't mean to go out the calendar there, but you go back to the screen and you can see what's available to you with your points, so it grays it out. It's all pretty cool. You can still promote the fight if you wanted to, but while you're in peak fitness, you need to train. So I want the striking for just the last bit, because it is something I do work on continuously, just because although the trip takedowns is a good idea. So I'm going to do that. That takes me grappling up 1. That's great anyway. There's still social media things popping up that you can see, and it's little interactive things like that in the game. We'll do one more thing. So, I mean, that is always a good one. Endurance, body strength, right before the fight. Boom, 99%. So you can go up to about 103% where it's peak fitness, but then if you go any higher, it's overtrained. Any lower, you're not in peak condition. You will be a little bit sluggish, a bit slow, but you want to be in peak condition for the fight, so that's great. So yeah, I've got it up to 99% there, and there's different things that you can look into on the menus. All gives you an idea of where you're coming and where you are when you're going into the fight. Yeah, so the height fight's very low. I lost my last fight, to be fair. But, I got a result bonus from my last fight. Popularity boost, because I've still got a hype. Opponent quality, so it's, for a competitive matchup and stance, so you need to think about these things when doing your fights. You don't want to take all the easy fights all the time. I'm just doing this one as a feeder first, because if I went straight above me, then it'd be a bit more difficult, but I'm trying to get my grappling defense up, so I'm going to try and get people who are slightly higher than my grappling quality and stats wise to see if I can take them on still. So I'm giving myself a challenge a bit. Did a local meet and greet at a restaurant, and then I've predicted the fight. So I'm trying to sort of stay humble in this as an athlete, like being like this at a prospect level. It may be that later on we'll see how that changes, because I want to sort of progress through the career, and there's a little bits of morality here and there that you have to think about. But I'm going into the fight now, and this is where I'll stay a bit silent, because basically I want to see the fighters come out. I want to see what they're saying. You get your social media pop-ups, who's supporting you, who's not, and you can see it all there. It's pretty cool. It's other UFC fighters. Masvidal is messaging me, and if you don't know Masvidal is, look him up. If you do know who Masvidal is, then he's the BMF.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision.
If you do get these cool entrances, it can be a little bit laggy on the PlayStation, but you know.
Interesting stylistic matchup here tonight. Just an outstanding arsenal of kicks, great punching technique, power in both hands, works the lead leg, not afraid to work the body. Just a complete kickboxer here, now plying his trade in mixed martial arts.
This as well, good to take down because he's a complete kickboxer, complete striker. Fair enough. He's lightning fast. He's won 6 career fights, so he's still a threat. But I know I'm better than him in other places, and I've still got a good striking game myself. So, you know, I've got my ideas. I might stand with him for a little bit first. You've got to think of it like an actual UFC fight. Like, that's how you get good at this game, keeping your distance, making sure you know all the controls. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to do an offensive submission. No idea. Know how to defend them, so I'll be fine. I know how to defend against takedowns and transitions, but, you know.
It certainly has some offense as well, but more often than not, that offense is set up.
So I just received a text from somebody, and yeah, more about that to come later at some point maybe.
Even when you think you have him in a bad position, more often than not, swivels that head off of the center line and counters you right in the jaw.
So yeah, I've got
an outstanding defensive striker, very good counterattacks, and a very interesting matchup in front of him tonight.
This guy has inhuman cardio. The pace in which he keeps is
so yeah, it's all going on here anyway, in a good way. But yeah, I'll let you. Well, you'll all know by the time you listen to this video.
And now our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 4 years the difference in age between these two fighters, with the same height.
Got some plans in the works.
All right, now for the particulars inside
So yeah,
the octagon,
we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so we've had the tail of the tape on the commentary. You know, it's all pretty cool.
A kickboxer holding a professional record of 6 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Richie Boy. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the...
Won't do this on the actual video.
Professional record of 10 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting.
Or maybe I will. It shows other people how to do it. You never know. We'll see. So we've got Dami Gliata refereeing. I think Dami Gliata's a pretty cool guy, of what I know of him. But here we go. So this is me fighting the light heavyweight division in the UFC.
Seemingly better than ever. He dropped his last fight by decision. It was a fight that certainly could have gone either way. It did not go his way. But all here during fight week, he has said that is a thing of the past. My focus is the present. I can certainly put that decision loss behind me by getting a win and ideally a finish here tonight. Oh, Superman punch. You can tell he's worked on that, Joe.
So I am pretty good. Not great with my timings at the moment. Does take me a bit of time. Little jabs there. Don't stay away from the hook. Stay away from the hook. Go in. Go high. No. Keep your distance. Go in. Go with the Superman punches because he can't deal with those. Boom. You know what I mean?
Good defense there.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Oh, he moved right into the kick there.
He hurt him.
You use the plan there. Boom. 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 Boom.
Big body shot.
Pass the guard. Pass the guard. Posture up. Oh, he's reversed me. He's reversed me. I'm defending it now. Oh. Okay.
Beautiful hammer fist.
Get up. Boom.
Fighters get up now.
Oh, looking for that uppercut. Almost landed it there. Tagged him with the Superman punch. Really missed with that right hand.
Joe, we told you about that hook. It's there again. Establishing the jab here.
Very nice timing with these shots here.
Landed that one. Oh, he gets tagged again. Nice combination.
Oh, spinning back fist! Boom! And he's out!
Huge spinning back fist
Boosh!
right on the button.
Ah,
A near perfect strike to end the fight. And
he
end
was
the night
not
for his
getting away
opponent,
from
who
me there.
may not have even seen
Spinning
that
back
shot
fist to
coming.
the
So,
chin.
just the way he drew it
It's
up,
over.
Exactly what he told us during fight week.
Oh.
Right out here on fight night, he found a little opening in his opponent's defense and
Took the
barged
exact
right through it
advice
to
that the
get big
gameplay
knockout
told me
win.
to take.
Watch this again here.
Spinning back fist, that kick in the worked in the face. Boom. Predicted a KO. I predicted elbows on the ground.
So a
Didn't get
seminal
that,
moment
but
for him here tonight
boom.
as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
I think with this, what I might do
Ladies and gentlemen,
is, you know, you earn the points and stuff through the career mode anyway. So for every sort of career win I get or every prediction I get right, I might start the EA Ultimate Team. Normally I'm never going to microtransact because it's stupid. It really is stupid to microtransact, especially if you don't like EA. But like, just use the money that you earn. Like, start Ultimate Team from scratch. Like, but use the career mode as a way to sort of give me rewards for it. So, you know, the end of every career mode I could go onto it, do an Ultimate Fight, or, you know, do an Ultimate Fight as a sub-series, which would be pretty cool. I'd listen to the commentary at the end there and what they said and everything. You know, there we've got the stats there as well that we can look at. I predicted a first round knockout. You got 6 significant strikes. I got 22. You got 14 in total. I got 38. I got 2 takedowns. Both had similar control on the ground. Fair enough. Didn't need it that much though, did I? Normally you can see the judges' scorecards, but for each round, only if that round finishes though. So, which that one didn't. So there we go. So yeah, that was just a couple of weeks of the training there. It was what I'm going to go into more depth with it. You know, it shows all the stats going up with that GOAT progress that I told about earlier. The fight hype was low, but I've gained some popularity. I've gained some money to go and train somewhere else if I wanted to, because I think, you know, I need to move to a different gym maybe or something, a bit more wrestling possibly. We can take a look at that now actually, so you can see what it's like. Yeah, you can go into fight statistics and everything if you wanted. You know, those are the ones that I showed you earlier there. You know, we can even look at the round replays and just see that beautiful spinning back fist again. It is a real fighting simulator, but sometimes it's a little bit ridiculous how you can just do that, maybe. But it's cool. It's cool. You know, just one more time for the camera. Boosh! Oh, game over. Anyway, so we go into the post-fight menu there, and then we go on to this, and we get some social media responses from that fight, which is great to see. I love it. It's great. So you can read them. You know, it's good to see that your training's paying off and everything that you can do here. You know, we got an interview, so. Impressive win, Keenan McNabb, which will not be my name on this series, by the way. It won't be. It's going to be something different. I'm going to change it a little bit. But you know, it says congrats on back and getting track. What does the exciting prospect that you go on to next? And you know, I'm normally in between these two. Winning solves everything. Hard work paid off. Now it's on to the next one. Boom. You know, you can go really sort of thingy, but this one's it's humble, but you know your hard work paid off, so you know it's not bigging yourself up too much or anything like that. You know what an actual human being should do. That might change later on in the game though. Oh. So here we go, we've got somebody who's striking and his health is great. That'd be a 3-round fight. It's in 4 weeks. That'll go the distance, I reckon, between us. My grappling and my stamina's better, though. So that would be a good fight. That one is grappling and his stamina and his health is way too high. I would be fucked up on that one. I won't swear in the normally. His striking's good and his health's good. I just think that 90 there just it motivates me a little bit more, and his health's a little bit more, because that could be a great fight, stylistically as well. I like fighting with Dutch people, don't I? Went to Amsterdam actually for 4 days for my honeymoon, so that was great. It was great. So yeah, you've got all these perks as well that you can look into. So this is what you do when you do the learning moves. You get these perks and you build up your moves as well. So I've got level 4 sort of fluidity, so it increases my speed attributes for like existing combinations. Power, that one increases. Another power one for me, because you know, for me roundhouse kicks, because I am quite good with them when I get the timing correct. Your dirty boxing, so I've not done anything in the clinch in that fight there. I might even go into another fight here, to be honest, and just do 2 episodes in one. Let's take a look. Where there's less interruptions with this. It's not in a bad way, it's in a good way. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to do another episode and be less sort of explanatory, I think. You know, I'll cut this up into 2 sort of videos because I don't want to just spend loads of fucking time on it. You know, I want to be able to analyse it, just quickly go through it, or if you do want to watch it in full, we can do. It's entirely up to you. Your processes would most probably be better than mine, just because you've gone through uni. Some of you have done it like that. You know what I mean? I'm sort of a bit of sort of more of a DIY, just be textile sort of person now. Just see what works. So, you know, I don't know. We'll because you know, I'd love to get to know more about like you know what you did in uni and stuff like that from all of you really. When we can just you know we can just go through some stuff together. It'd just be nice. That's basically the idea of it. You know, all of us using our creativity a little bit more and just seeing what comes of it. That's basically the idea and the theme behind it all. Anyway, yeah, so I'll start the new episode from the screen again, and just you know I'll go through a full fight, you know, full fighting camp, show what it's like. I'll cut this up into the second episode as of from you know in about 30 seconds, and I'll try to talk as I'm doing it fully to people, like we're all not humans somehow. Yeah, you know what I mean. So in the next episode I'll do a little sort of marker countdown sort of shit, you know what I mean. Or just end one that's one of you upload this and then restart actually. So yeah, see you in a bit.